Hello, hello. We have another gorgeous day out here. It's starting out in the low 60s. Short sleeve weather. We did get a little hot yesterday, but it's not going to be quite as hot today. It's supposed to be windy though today, as we have some sort of a front come through. Hi, Morris. Good boy, Morris. Yeah, Mama love you. We had a quiet night. We're having a chicken morning. Rooster. I'm doing okay today. I was a little sore last night. I was out in the yard for 7 hours. Well, if you count the trip up to Home Depot. But shoot, I had to load my own stuff yesterday. All those bags, 4 bags of dirt and 1 bag of rock. I had to load it myself. So, I got plenty of exercise even at Home Depot. I wasn't slacking off up there. We're gonna go walk here in a minute. I'm gonna leave to go do my normal Tuesday stuff. I will be, of course, driving Ruby today. It's just that Ruby's got my stuff in the back, and the plastic wasn't jewels. It just made grabbing jewels to go up to Home Depot easier. So I didn't see the owls while I was working yesterday, which doesn't mean they didn't come and go from the box, because they're very quiet, just bringing in food or exiting for a minute to use the bathroom or something. They're not very loud then. Certain times of the day they call to each other. That you can definitely hear. Anyway, I did see them about 7:30. She came out on the platform and left the box for a little bit. The camera was recording. I could see from Johnny's window, and then when I went to look at the footage, it wasn't on the camera. I think the battery died and it didn't write the file. So just, you know, horrible luck. I'm sure the newer cameras write the file before, you know, they don't lose it like that, but whatever. So I know they were fine last night. I just don't have proof. I did see, I was working on the day before's video, and I had the Ring camera up, and I could see her come out on the platform, but it's so far away, it's not doing very good. So probably not worth showing you that picture, but it was helping me monitor them. So anyway, yeah, the view from the bird feeder camera down there of the bridge and stuff is kind of nice to look at. So that one's good. I don't think the birds have found the seed yet. I figured that could take a bit. But as soon as somebody finds it, then they'll get out the word to everybody else. Not trying to water today. I think things will be okay. We don't really have any immediate rain in the forecast. But it's best, you know, I'm trying this, you know, this year was panic mode with 3 weeks and no rain in the middle of a very hot summer. I'm trying this year, though, to make sure I don't overwater anything. So I may err on the other side this year. We'll see. This guy looks nice, trimmed up. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I've noticed several of the maples having a second push. So the outer leaves are a pretty color right now, whereas the inner leaves have turned to the summer green. So that's nice. I am going to put this water on the fern, though. The ferns need a lot of water, and these pots are pretty full, so they won't, you know, allow the fern to get too saturated for too long, I don't think. Hi, Gray. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, baby? Good girl. Good girl. Well, we've got right at 30 minutes for our walk. I've actually missed the walk at the park, but, you know, sometimes in the evenings we might come and just go around the track in a more casual manner. Like we did last summer, when it makes sense, when they're out here playing, when it's not too stinking hot. We'll see. All right, now short sleeves and a breeze feels awesome. Have they mowed over top of the flower bed again? Because it sure kind of looks like it. Because there was plenty of flowers coming back up to the trained eye. Well, that would really bum me out if they were doing that. Yeah, why? I don't understand. So it was a 1-year experiment. It didn't do what they wanted it to do because they don't understand prairie gardens, and now they're just going to keep mowing it. We got in 40 minutes and we picked up a lot of trash, a full Walmart bag. You could tell we hadn't walked over there since Friday. We walked the track for the second time around because they hadn't mowed out there, and you got to get the trash up before they mow or it's just worse on us. So anyway, I feel like I got my heart rate up. We were walking pretty brisk, bending over a lot, trying to get the trash and get, hustle there at the end to get me home, to get out of here, to go do what I need to do. So Jules says it's 70. I think I said it was gorgeous, right? Just the right amount of breeze, right amount of sun, right temperature. It's just gorgeous out there today. Hi, handsome. Marty's all comfy over here. Texas got a pet and some more food up here. I'm actually a little sad not to get to work in the yard today. I've recovered well from yesterday's long work day out here. Oh, thank you, Ruby. I've got 2 drinks, a purse, my camera case. I am loaded down, baby. And off we go. It's 10:25, so I'm not early and I'm not late. It is what it is. Because I have been doing a little better about getting out of here. The sun's gone in a little bit. Did I say we were supposed to be windy this afternoon? As some sort of a front passes through, but I don't think we're supposed to get any rain. Goodness, I need to blow again already. Well, I never did quite finish the cul-de-sac last time, and of course now you can't even tell I did the cul-de-sac, any of it. But I will get back out here. It's always something. Yeah, I probably won't have much time in the yard until Friday after our workout. I don't know that it's no time, but not like, out there as long as I want to be like yesterday, which was good because I hate getting all into it and then getting interrupted. So that was good for me. Just get out there and go until I couldn't go anymore. That's the way I like it. Well, Ruby's on 2025.8.6, and when Don pulled her out for me, he scheduled 2025.8.7 to go on at 3 p.m. this afternoon. I'm generally home, and we've unloaded by 3 p.m. Worst that happens is I'm home, and she's sitting in the driveway, not pulled into the garage, and we wait until she's done putting the update on. Anyway, I guess that's the one Jules got a few days ago, and now Ruby's getting it. So far today, FSD has done a great job. I engaged it right after I got onto the back road, Piney Grove Wilbon, and I have not had a disengagement. I did bump up hard twice and then soft 3 times the speed when I entered the turnpike, knowing that she doesn't realize it's 70 mile an hour for a bit, just to keep her moving happy. But she was moving into the middle lane, how I would like her to do on her own, and I just helped with the speed a bit. But it's been a less intervention than usual, better FSD drive today so far. She's really been taking this slow again. This is a free-flowing lane here, and she just doesn't need to slow down like she does. But that was pretty good today. That was better than normal. There are cars coming. Is she going to get over? Oh, she did so nice there. I couldn't have done any better. There was a car coming, and she accelerated and inserted herself in between. It's more congested here today than usual in this little stretch of US Highway 64 that I'm on very briefly. Tesla behind me now. I've seen 4 or 5 already today. Ooh, what's going on here? Is she gonna handle this all right? Slow up a little more, Ruby. Slow up a little more. Yeah, the turn signal's good, but slow up a little more. Okay, I cranked her out because I do not want her getting in the right lane there. And then having to get across before the next stoplight, which is, this is a case where, you know, understanding the turn beyond the turn, a little forward thinking, which I remember our friend Andy saying isn't going to happen until there's more memory in the car for remembering stuff like that, in his opinion. And I'm not saying that I differ from that opinion. I just continue to get frustrated that oftentimes she doesn't seem to have situational awareness of the turn after the turn. Oh, where's my pretty sunshine? There are 2 gentlemen that often talk on their cell phones and walk the sidewalk. I would guess while their wives or girlfriends are inside one of these businesses. And they were out here going up and down again. No biggie, it's just kind of cute. They do make Sentry go off sometimes. But since I've learned their patterns, I don't worry about them anymore. And I worry about anybody that's near Ruby. It's not a remark on them in particular. There's the regular Model Y and Mach-E over there that I see so often. I saw the Equinox too. So we all do the same thing every week. As humans, we sometimes really like our patterns. And it is breezy now, officially breezy. I think I'm gonna go into Goodwill. The last time I scanned a receipt from there, I'm pretty sure Amazon gave me $1 for it. I don't know why I didn't buy any electronics, but why not? I made a small purchase. There was a black cat Halloween rug for a couple bucks. It's like one that I have, but mine's actually been out a long time and getting worn out. And plus it was a black cat Halloween rug, so need I say more? And that way I got a receipt. So if I get $1 back, then the rug will only cost me $1. There's a new Model 3, white, other side of the road, coming toward the stoplight. Haven't seen too many of them on the road with their daytime running lights on. Pretty much I've just been seeing them parked places. Obviously there's an accident up here. Hopefully it's not a disaster trying to get by. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it taking an extra light cycle or 2 as long as it's moving. Wow, so there's a car in the woods, like over there in the woods. So I don't know, they had to jump the curb and then not straighten out, and then, like, I don't even know how they did that. It was I don't know what car it was, but it was like a Nissan Rogue, Michelle's car shaped little SUV, and the airbags deployed. But I think the person was out of the car, and you know, from the driver's side of the car and the front and the back, you really couldn't see a lot of damage. So I'm gonna hope that they weren't injured, just shook up a little bit. I mean, if I landed it over there, I would be shook up, right? We'd all be shook up. I need to go to Food Lion after Guardian Angel, so I might as well park over there. Plus the spot over here I like was not available. And walking is good. I didn't get my full walk in today as long as I would have liked, so walking is good. I see a couple of Teslas over here. I don't know if they're Hertz cars or not. There's not a lot of Hertz vehicles today. There are a couple of super large pickup trucks. So the Model 3 is the Florida tag. I see the Polestar. I'm good, thanks. And this one is from Georgia. So There are 2 Hertz cars, Tesla Hertz cars here today, which is the most I've seen in a while. It needs to be 15 ounces, and it's got to have the right kind of handle, and it can't be too heavy. And a guy theme would be good. You know, with all the mugs we have in the house, Don obviously is drinking coffee in another mug, but it's just not the mug. They do have 3 village pieces here, but none that says take me home. Well, I did see an older couple rent the blue Model 3. I heard the Hertz guy ask them, have you driven a Tesla before? And the answer seemed to be yes. I saw them pull over to the side and probably were adjusting the mirrors and the seats to get comfortable. The woman was driving. You know, it's just one of those cases, like, I don't know. I mean, I loved customer support and I hated customer support at the same time when I worked for IBM, right? I love being helpful to people. So God, if they'd have needed any help, I would have spent 15 minutes with them to get them on their way. But they probably didn't need any help and it's all good. But I was like, I was ready to spring into action. I was. I love talking to people about Tesla. So I made a very small purchase. I took a picture. A shirt for me, a shirt for Dawn, a small box. God, there was one other thing up there. And 2 bags of toys. One was $1 and one was 50 cents. And I got out a clip-on Squishmallow, some Lego horses, the big horse figures, and a Mrs. Claus little people person. So I gave her back all the stuff in the bags that wasn't those things, which was about half of it. But what I got was clearly worth the $1.50 I paid. So yeah, I'll put up I took a picture of the stuff up on the counter. I'll put up the picture. I decided to check out the Walmart Garden Center here at the Walmart across from Whole Foods. Despite the clouds, there's no rain on the radar, so nothing marked down, though clearly they have some things that should be marked down. I didn't buy any plants, and I was going to buy a pentas, but the main reason was that they don't have a cashier anywhere near the garden center. So I walked into the store without picking it up, and then I found something else, and then I knew I couldn't go back out in the garden center with that without drawing questions, even though it's technically inside the store. So I went and I paid for that. And then there's like, no, I was doing any additional walking. But they had 11 Tesla Model S Plaid Hot Wheels. And I bought them all. So now I can refill my bin for the next time I want to give away cars with stuff that I don't, you know, that I've got several extras of and don't care about giving away. And there were 2 adorable little boys with their mom in line behind me, and she was telling them how they weren't allowed to have any sugar. And you know, I just can't keep my mouth shut. So I turned around and I said, we don't have sugar at our house either. And the mom she goes, see, other households don't have sugar. So I thought she thought I was helpful, which is good since I couldn't seem to keep my mouth shut. Anyway, they had 5 monster trucks between them, and they were all excited about their monster trucks. And they saw the Teslas on the conveyor belt. They're like, oh, look at all of those Teslas. And they were so cute, right? So I rang up my stuff and I secretly put 2 of them into a separate bag from the rest of them. And after I paid and I put the receipt in the bag with the 2, I turned back to the kids and I said, here's a couple for you guys to take home and enjoy. And they're, really? We can have one? And the mom was cool. I could tell she was cool. So wouldn't maybe want to do that with every mom, but who says Tesla drivers can't pass on some kindness, right? In a world with a lot of hate and unkind people, I'm sure they'll enjoy theirs. They have a friend that has a Model X, and I told him I drive the car with the wings. The mom said butterfly wings. I just let it go. But yeah, so they're familiar with the Model X. They love the car with the wings. Sorry it was a Model S Plaid, the Hot Wheels, but anyway, so that was enjoyable, even if I didn't end up with the plants, what I'm trying to tell you. Well, apparently I left the 2 t-shirts at Guardian Angel, so I guess I'm gonna go back and home that way and pick them up. But darn it, darn it, darn it. It happens. It's a new Y here at Whole Foods. Wow, I've seen 3 Model X today. That's a lot. No Cybertruck though. I got my package from Guardian Angel. I guess it took me about an extra, 5 to 10 minutes getting home from Whole Foods to go buy over there. Trying to get Ruby to speed up. I've got it set to 60 max. She's doing 50. Yeah. So basically I just go back home the way I came. So no big deal. Tracy was sorry. I guess she didn't hand me the bag and I didn't know how many bags she used, and I said Tracy, Stacy. It was no big deal. It really wasn't. I was coming by Lowe's, so I thought I'd take a quick peek. That's what I got. 2 New Guinea impatiens, Mexican heather, and a pentas. The Mexican heather, the pentas, some creeping Jenny, and a petunia are going to go into one pot that I have ready and waiting, and the New Guinea impatiens go in that fancy cat planter I have that has the hole on both sides of the cat. Time for bags 14 and 15. At least. Well, I ended up doing 14, 15, and 16. This side and this side are symmetrical now. I haven't figured out why this one's open in the front and this one's open in the back. I know it's going to finish it up and in reverse because, the black pieces are the same on both sides, but I haven't looked ahead to see how that works out yet. Bag 17 starts with the front. It's going to put the windows on the front, I guess. It's probably a biggish bag. The flowers aren't exactly identical on both sides, but they're close. And the bunny rabbit has eaten the flowers off of this one on the end down here. It's bare. It's what's underneath these red things, but it's bare.